This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Track and see if we can hear me.
And Shaska's manager, Paul Jones. That sign you saw right there, I'm sure it speaks for all.
Dude, he just oozes charisma. If nothing else, I'm just so glad we watched 86 for the promos and reintroducing the world and myself to Shaska Whatley.
He went over and said, "You sucker," to him. And is this Gene Ligon he's beating up? No, it's not. I'm not so sure who it is. Nah, it's Gene. Gene wouldn't sell like that. He's spitting at him. Yeah, Pez, man.
Talking to Arn over on the Arn show, he says in real life, Whatley was a bad dude.
You mean kick your ass, bad dude?
Yeah, not bad person. I mean, you know, haiku like, not to be messed with.
Right, yeah. Well, he's a power lifter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can you imagine if he was, 8 inches taller?
Mm-hmm.
You got to think Vince would have had.
Oh, my God.
The charisma is just tripping off the guy. He's just not the tallest guy in the ring.
Right. Yeah, that's it. If he'd have been taller, you're right, man. If he'd have been the height of, like, let's say, Bobo Brazil.
Right.
He would have been.
He was a mountain of a man, though.
Man, he was something else, buddy. And look at this. And I used to love Bobo's promos, man. And this is back in the 70s, back in my childhood. He used to come in, he said, I'm here at Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling for one thing. I'm under the Flares and the Blackjacks and the old big mulligan. Try to put that claw on my head. I'll give you the cocoa butt. I loved Bobo Brazil, buddy. He didn't do much in the ring. He just kind of stood there, but loved him. Bobo Brazil. Holy shit. It's funny with the names of the past will invoke memories.
Oh, yeah.
Head. This guy's fucking overselling shit. He doesn't want to get up, man. He's just staying down.
Probably like, hey, pin me, pay me,
Yeah, he's just down kicking his fucking legs. So I'll just pick you up again, sucker.
Well, in fairness, Shaska may have said, now listen, you stay down, I'll come get you.
Yeah, that's
because he's wanting a hot dog to the fans. You know?
You're probably exactly right on that. Good call.
Because you don't want it to go the other way, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Right.
Then it's like, man, he ain't selling nothing.
Right. Now Paul Jones is going to stomp him or do something.
He's probably thinking, thank goodness it's Paul Jones. I know he won't hurt me for real.
Yeah, Paul knows how to work.
I'm just saying, Paul's giving him love taps there.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, the old school guys, when they worked with each other, obviously didn't lay it in as much as they do now.
Of course not. No.
Now they just say, lay it in. And you know what I think this all lay it in stuff came from?
What?
Ric Flair and the chops and Ronnie Garvin. And I think guys go back and look at that stuff and they say, man, Flair used to lay those chops in and Garvin used to lay them in. Let's lay them in. I really think that has an impact on kids today. Yeah. And you think I'm wrong?
No.
There's 1, 2, 3. So now they really hit each other. And it was Heenan would always get angry with the guys that would lay him in or really hit each other. Oh, here we go. Champs.
I get it. It's a wrestling podcast, but he's saving us money on our mortgage. Do you really trust this process? The reviews don't lie. 5-star review after 5-star review. We make it fast, we make it easy, and it's no cost or obligation. Give us a shot to earn your business. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did, especially if you like keeping more of your own money. You don't need perfect credit or money out of your pocket, so what are you waiting for? Hurry to SaveWithConrad.com.
Center fucking stage. Jesus. Yeah, have you noticed that Miss Alabama's moved down to the corner there?
I see her over there, yeah.
Yeah, I think she moved around a little bit there. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, back to Steve Regal. For some reason, I remember Steve Regal and Jimmy Garvin being a tag team. That may have been in the AWA. For some reason, I'm remembering that. I'm not sure. But yeah, that wasn't a good promo. And not only that, you notice he kept looking at the wrong camera. All right.
Well, it's his first time here.
Sure. And they kept pointing to the right camera, and it was subtle, but they kept pointing to the other camera, and he all of a sudden you could see is like, what are they pointing at? And he kind of looked at the crowd real fast and then realized they're pointing to the camera. It happened in a split second. You got to go back and watch that.
Hey, you're exactly right, by the way. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin teamed with Mr. Electricity, Steve Regal, in an 85 in the AWA. With the help of the Freebirds, they beat the Road Warriors to win the tag titles because the Warriors are coming here.
Now,
and a month later, Kurt and Scott Hall, Kurt Hennig, former Mr. or future Mr. Perfect, and the future Razor Ramon, would take those straps back. And so I guess Garvin came in and said, hey, man, here's a soft place to land. Tell Vern to stick it and come down here.
Yeah.
Worked out a little better for Garvin than it did for Regal.
Yeah, it did. But, Vern had a lot of heat.
Rocky King kicking out here.
All promoters had a lot of heat.
Yeah, I mean you can't be a promoter and not have heat.
Well,
everybody thinks they should be champ. Everybody thinks they should make $1 million. Everybody thinks they should fly first class and work less dates. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, well, Vern was owner and booker, right? Or what? Did he have a booker?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, he had some help with Greg Gagne. I don't know, whatever that means.
Yeah. Look at this. He picked him up and slammed him. So Baron giving Rocky a little something here.
Dude, he's eating him up.
Yeah. Baron knew how to talk, man. He could talk. He knew how to call spots. Just the way the way his mouth was, it looked like he was good at that, man.
Yeah.
He has a very, very, Jim Rashke has a very, very deep voice anyway. And doesn't, in real life, doesn't speak up. It's amazing. You hear him talk. You hear the Baron, then you hear him. It's unbelievable. Same way with Ivan. They're giving him some time here too, man. Some time in these matches. Never did see Robert Gibson getting hurt. Unless we're going to show it a little bit later on. Maybe they're going to show it when Flair comes out. Because I think he's coming out a little bit later. But never did. And we wouldn't have called for it had they not asked us to call for it.
Right.
So something fucked up. And again, look at the fucking Baron, man. Jim Rashke, great amateur wrestler from the Midwest, coming through here with some shit.
Giving Rocky King a lot of time here.
Yeah, man.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.